we do, say, 12 to 15 names.
Okay, cool.
Just bands, so, and then I'll bring you straight up. So
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for coming out tonight. Thank you, young professionals, for coming out. Have a round of applause for you guys. We have a birthday in the house. How about you guys coming out and celebrating your birthday? You guys picked an awesome night to come out. It's actually an all-Irish night tonight. I don't know. Your headliner, he's been on Gotham TV. Please put your hands together for Mick Thomas. Put your hands together for Megan Hamley, please. Now, coming to the stage, he's making only his second appearance in the United States. Please put your hands together for Ciaran McMahon.
Hello! How are you doing? Good! Welcome to Wisecrackers! Just let me get an idea. Is there anybody here who's been here before? Make some noise if you've been here before. People who've never been here before. You guys sound a lot more confident than the ones that were here already. That's kind of worrying, no, but it's going to be great. As you heard, like, you know, we have two fantastic comedians tonight. And I'll tell you what, I'm on my holidays. Yay! I'm one of those people that, like, you know, I'm one of those, I'm sure you've already guessed now. Does everyone understand me? Yeah. Any guesses where I'm from? Hungarian. Yeah, Hungarian. I'm Ciaran McMahon, yes. I'm one of those Irish people that's a very unusual kind of Irish person. I still live in Ireland. Oh, I know, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, basically the way it works over there is that the tall, intelligent, good-looking people get sent away. Yeah, so like I got the sort of the midget ugly visa. So that means, you know, you think you're far away. No, you're actually quite close to the stage. I just look like I'm further away. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. You know. So yeah, this is the crack. Like I'm over here for 2 weeks holidays. Woo! Yeah. Look at me tan. It's so warm over here. Woo! Yeah, go to America, get some sun. Jesus, I should really Google things. I need to Google stuff a bit more. This is a bit weird, you know. But I can't believe it. Every time I come up to America, you guys are so hospitable. You're so friendly. It's like, oh yeah, come over, stay as long as you like. I'm like, wow, are you serious? Because we say the same thing in Ireland, like, oh, come over, stay as long as you like. Jesus, I hope they don't come over here. Oh, Jesus, they're here, pretend. Why go to the table? We're going to stay for a week and eat us out of house and home. But it's true, over here, you guys are actually friendly, you actually mean it. Couldn't believe it. I'm not going home. I'm moving in, you know? I'm after discovering stuff over here, like, you know, these jokes, have you seen them? You know, they're peanut, I bought about 200 of these, I have a suitcase full of these things, you know? Peanut butter cups. I mean, if peanut butter cups were, like, I mean, nobody has this stuff in Ireland, like, honestly. We have peanut butter because we know that makes you fat. Well, you guys went one step further. You covered that shit in chocolate as well. This is like concentrated. How do we get a fat spot? I love this. You guys embrace the idea. And I mean, see, when I'm over here, it's like, I've been over here before. I went to LA, I went to San Francisco. Has anyone been to San Francisco? Yeah. There's one or two people. Cool, yeah. Because, like, I mean, I didn't know this, but when I got on the plane to head over to San Francisco, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then somebody on the plane said, you do know that San Francisco is the gay capital of America. And I was like, okay. I can do that, you know. And I was going, that's not true. They're just kind of lying to me, you know. And just as the plane landed in San Francisco, you know, there's a little bump when the wheels land. There's about 25 guys on the plane went, I so new, you know. But I mean, I'm not used to playing places like it's never this glamorous for me, you know. And this is lovely, you know. Just back in Dublin, like, I mean, the last time I was doing a gig, this guy just kind of stood up from his table and just walked across the stage. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of telling them this San Francisco thing, you know, I was just telling them all, and I was like, what's the story, bro? What are you doing? And he was like, all right, man, how are you? What are you doing? I know you, don't I? And I'm like, no, you don't. I don't know who you are. And he's like, oh yeah, did I not meet you in prison? And I'm like, oh yeah, you did, yeah. And he goes, so what are you up to? And I said, well, I'm just doing a bit of comedy. And he's like, oh, where are you doing it? I'm like, here. And he goes, oh right, well best of luck whenever you start. And I said, hey, listen, thanks a million, Thomas. And he's like, he stops. And I was saying, do you remember I was talking about San Francisco? And he looks around and I said, you have a lovely ass. And he's like, yeah. Are you saying I have a lovely ass? And I said, yeah. And he goes, I have one question for you. How did you know my name? And I says, because it's written on your neck. So, you know, I'm kind of moving up the world. You guys are super classy. You're lovely people. You know? But I mean, like, you know, so I was in San Fran, I was in LA, but the first time I was ever in America, I went to some kind of I had an amazing cultural experience. I went to a place called Alabama. Is there anyone from Alabama here? No? Good. Right. You know, Alabama is a wonderful place. I arrived there and I went, how are you? Look, this is my first time in America. It's amazing. How are you doing? I'm from Dublin, you know, Ireland. And he just, there's this guy standing there, like, you know, and he's chewing something. And then after about 5 minutes, he says, are you talking to me? And I says, yeah, did you not hear? I'm from Ireland, I'm from Dublin, it's my first time in America, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, I'm Irish too. And I was like, are you serious? I said, okay, fair enough. I said, oh really? What part? And he says, you mean there's parts? And I went, no, there's no such thing as parts in Ireland. It's just a rock with a field on top of it in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and we all sit around on the wall, and some of us have buckles on our shoes and waistcoats, and we have to put on our green hats when you see an American plane landing. Then we go up and go, "Oh my gosh, top of the morning to you. Oh Jesus, it's great to be Irish. Fiddly idle day." Nobody says that. This is all nice. Every time you meet anybody from America, they go, top of the morning. I'm like, what? Who says that? Nobody in Ireland. You never get up in the morning, hell yeah, mammy, top of the morning. I don't know where this came from, but it must be some kind of, you know, maybe it's from that movie, you know, Darby O'Gill and the Little People. You guys made that movie, then you watched it and you said, oh, that must be what Ireland is like. No. So there's all these fiddly idly, and I mean, you didn't get Michael Fassbender, the good-looking Irish man we have. You didn't get Colin Farrell. Who did you get? Sean Connery. He's not from Ireland. He's Scottish. And I'm like, that's a different country. Paddy-ish.
Irish.
Irish, Scottish, well, I mean, you might say we have the same drinking habits, you know. We're very similar when we're drunk. We both sleep with anybody we like when it happens, you know. And, see, no, that's the mad thing, like, I mean, you know, when you see Americans coming over to Ireland, like, you know, the first thing is that when they arrive, you never know that they're Americans, but there's a couple of giveaways. There's a couple of things you can tell, right? They generally wear a flat cap that's green and it says Guinness or Ireland on it. They've got a green jumper and a big woolly scarf that goes round them about 6 times, you know. Then they have plaid, checkered tartan trousers. That's not Irish, that's Scottish. And then, of course, Nike trainers or something, you know. And then they arrive in and they go, hi, I'm Irish. And you go, no, you're not. There's no way you're Irish. You can forget about it. And then they say, oh no, like, I said, what part of Ireland? And they went, part. And then they go, why will you tell us, like, do you have any connection, do you have a family name or something? And they say, oh yeah, do you know the O'Dohertys? And it's like, oh yeah, I know 4 million people, I know everybody in the country. Oh, so in this stage you just go, oh, you mean Dick O'Doherty? And they go, yeah, Dick O'Doherty. And I said, oh yeah, we know Dick O'Doherty. They're great people, they're great fighters, they're great drinkers. Tell you what, I'll take you to where the family grew up. And they go, oh, really? And then I get on to a friend of mine and say, Seamus, listen, get the car, go into the shed, right? Pick up a rock that says, what's the name? Yeah, get the Doherty rock out, put it up, go up to the backfield, stick it in the ditch, and then I'll bring them up and I'll charge them €200 to see where the family grew up. Perfect, right? So then I bring them up to the top field and I go, how are you? Look, that's where you were born and that's where your family came from and all this. And they go, oh my God, look, there's a castle on the hill. Is that belonging to our family? And I said, no, that's the English. And I said, oh, okay, well what about all the beautiful green rolling fields? And I said, no, the English own them as well. You see the ditch there, right? With all the shite and the brambles and the nettles in it. Yeah, that was the bit your family lived on. Yeah. Oh look, a rock. Oh look, it says the family name. How convenient. Looks like it was written just this morning. Yeah. So you can have that for that, you know? And this is the thing, like, when you're over there and you're meeting the Americans, they say the most wonderful things, because they are nice. But the wonderful thing about you guys is that, like, they say the nicest things and they don't mean anything bad by us. But they say things like, I love your little country. And you're there going, oh, thanks very much. That's like a woman on the first night and you finally take all of your clothes off and she goes, oh, I love your little penis. It's like a real one, only smaller. Thanks very much. Because everything's bigger in America, you know. Like, the amazing thing about it, like that skyscrapers, the country is massive. It's unbelievable. And I've never seen anybody with such big asses. You know, it's absolutely amazing. You guys get, like, it's just a different world, you know. So we had some people come over from America, say, and we sent them, like, to where they were discovering their roots, and we brought them to Cork, and Cork is like down south, you know, it's like the Alabama of Ireland, basically, right? And so we brought him, and he says, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to see, find my kind of shaka seeds. That's what I'm looking for. And somebody took him out to this kind of housing project in the middle of nowhere, like, you know, it's all working class, dangerous, kind of scary looking place, you know. And you know, as soon as he walked in, all the kids are running around, they saw this giant American coming into the place, so they just ate him. It's just a convenient thing to do, like, you mean, they haven't seen a meal like that in a long time, you know, but they're there, you know. So, here's the interesting thing. I want to find out where everybody's from, because I know, like, we're in Whitechapel, is that right? Is there anyone from Whitechapel here? Make some noise if you are. No. Whitehall, sorry. I know where Whitechapel is. Is there anyone from Whitechapel here? No? Oh my God. It sounds lovely, doesn't it? Whitechapel. Okay, Whitehall. Yeah.
White Castle.
That's where we keep the lunatics, you know. It was Allentown. Is there people from Allentown here? Oh, right, there's a few Allentown people, grand. And is there people from Bethlehem? Yeah, okay. There's some places there. And is there people from Nazareth? Yeah, we've got some Nazarethonians here as well, lovely. Okay, and is Jesus in the house? I mean, there's a lot of religious reference here. It's wonderful, you know. I mean, I find that, like, you know, when I'm over here, it's a constant new discovery. I mean, every time you get here, you find out something else. Like, you know, oh, I went to Waffle House. Oh my God, that is an amazing discovery. I mean, nothing you eat there resembles any food I've ever seen. Or, oh my God, it tastes amazing. And apparently, like, I had an emotional moment when I finished my plate. I ate everything. I nearly ate the plate as well. And then we had a pecan waffle at the end, you know. And you know, Mary, she got out the old, you know, the maple syrup, and she drowned. We split it in half, you know, because we don't get that, you know. And we split it in half. She poured the maple syrup all over. And I was like, oh my God, I just used 3 little drops. And I was like, now, I'll stuff this And so I started eating, I went, balls to this. And I covered the whole thing. And I mean, at the end, there was a little moment, it was a rare thing, but it was actually silent for the first time in my life. I actually shut up. And then about 5 minutes later, I went, that's just a plane. Everything's going to be okay. And if you're stuck at any time, if there's any trauma in your life, just go. It just sorts everything out. It's lovely. So honestly, I've only got a few minutes up here because I want to bring in some fantastic acts this evening. I'll be chatting to them tonight. And I was talking to friends of mine at home, and I was saying, guess what? I'm going to be doing a gig. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to do a gig over there. I was going to do this. And they said, but you're not funny. I said, I need new friends. Exactamundo. Yeah. So let me guess, where are you guys from? Allentown. Yeah, excellent. Because I mean, you know, I've got so much material on Allentown, but I'm gonna have to go now and come back, and then I'll chat to you all about Allentown. It's just as much material as I had on my chapel. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is, before we bring out the absolutely wonderful first act that you're going to see, blow your mind with the feature, ladies and gentlemen. So, will you guys start clapping?